All right, guys. So I am super, super excited for this call. Um, I've been watching a lot of the Bombshell team calls. I don't know if you guys know this. I have a huge woman crush on Katie Heffer. If you don't know her, look her up. I actually had the pleasure of meeting her at Summit. Sweetheart, genuine girl. She used to be a retail manager at the same company I'm at, and she quit to do Beachbody. I legit started crying when I heard her speak because that was like me standing up on that stage. So I've been watching a lot of her calls that she does, and I even messaged her. I said, you know what, Katie, I watched your new coach call. I was so inspired, and I might have copied some of your slides. And she was like, oh, don't even worry about it. Go for it. So I can't say that all of this is my content. With that being said, I am a bit nervous because I feel like we've never done like real content in our coach calls. But I really want to do this because there's a lot of new coaches on our team. If you've been a coach for 2, 3 months, I still consider you a new coach. Some of you have been coaches for 2, 3 months and you are like total rock stars. So there are some exceptions to this team, but I feel like everybody can always learn some new stuff. So I hope you have your notebook handy because hopefully I just like give you guys so much knowledge that you can't even handle it. And I hope you love my pretty slide presentation. I literally like took 3 hours to make 2 slides last night. So for those that don't know my story, that's me on I think your left side. I was 196 pounds before I started doing Beachbody. I was wearing a size 18. I was depressed. I had money in a cup. That was my source of saving money. I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. I thought I did, but I wasn't. I was angry. I have always suffered with depression my entire life. Some may not know, I've actually tried taking my life twice. I used to be an avid cutter, like that's just my background. And when I stepped on that scale, it was New Year's Eve of 2000. I have to think back last year, 30, so 2011. And I saw 196, and I knew something had to change. I don't know what lit that fire in me, but it was no more excuses. You have to go. January 4th, I gave up soda, fast food, quit eating at Applebee's. That's where I worked. And I started TurboFire. I had TurboFire for quite some time. My husband, not at the time, had saw his cousin post about it. And he was like, I think this is something you would really like. He's like, how would I buy it for you? And he said, if you don't complete it, you have to pay me back. I did not complete it once I bought it. And I also did not pay him back. So I finally decided enough was enough. I kid you not, that first week, I cried during my workouts. First 10 minutes of TurboFire, I was on the floor crying because I couldn't keep up. I'm like, how am I going to do this? Like, there's no way this isn't possible. But I stuck through it and I knew that I had to finish it. I started with Shakeology. I started TurboFire. I was not a coach at this point. After 20 weeks, so the entire round of the program, I lost 38 pounds and over 34 inches off my body. I felt completely unstoppable. And it was like a huge turning point in my life, I guess you could say. Like, I felt good about myself. I wasn't wearing sweatshirts in the middle of June when it was 90 degrees outside because I actually like showing off my arms. I didn't feel afraid to wear tight shirts. Um, it wasn't until January 28th of 2013 that I joined Beachbody. I kept sending people to my upline coach, Lisa, saying, "Oh yeah, my cousin Catherine, who's a coach now, she was actually Lisa's customer because I said, oh, I'm not a coach, but buy from Lisa." Lisa kept asking me, "You should coach, you should coach." I said, "No, I haven't hit my goal weight." She's like, "No, really, you should coach." I'm like, "No." I kept giving her excuses, and finally one day she messaged me. And she's like, "You should coach." I was like, okay, why not? I'll give it a shot. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, I quit in a month. It was probably one of the best things I've ever done. I had no idea what it was going to become. Absolutely no clue. It's become more than I ever thought. I'm a ranked coach, which is unbelievable. There's 200, and I always mess up with these word numbers, 203,000 coaches in Beachbody. And I'm ranked, what was it? I don't know, 268, I think, which to me is unbelievable because I just started this little team with just myself and my two first coaches that joined, Lindsay and Kirsty. And now we're a team of almost 100 coaches, which is just, it's very emotional, but a good emotion. So now I'm someone, I actually have money in a savings account. That's unbelievable because I legit used to save money in a cup in my room. I'm happy. I'm in shape. know my purpose now. And I'm such an optimistic person. Like, it's amazing what changes when you make the steps to make it happen. So when I say that anybody can do this and anybody can make this their career, anybody can make this their passion, I mean it. I'm not a top coach. I'm not on this like huge team of like Bombshells, for example. They have got tons of top coaches. We don't have anything like that. I didn't go through training. I learned all on my own. If I can do it, so can you guys. So I just wanted to share a little intro about me. So for new coaches getting started, what are like the 3 things you should know right away? The first are the 3 vital behaviors. If you do not know the 3 vital behaviors, write these down, please. These are your stepping stones. These are your building blocks. This is your foundation. So what are the 3 vital behaviors? The first one is invite, invite, invite. Analogy that Katie used in her webinar. If you opened up a new business, say you opened up a new restaurant and you never invited anybody to them, how would you expect them to come? How would you expect them to know about it? If you're not inviting people, how are they supposed to know? What if they really need your help in losing that 10 pounds, that 50 pounds? How are they going to come to you if you don't know you're a coach? And I know coaches are going to listen to this call that have been coaches for 2-3 months and haven't announced you're a coach. Now is the time to do it. But I'll get to that in the next slide. But you have to invite daily. I am always inviting. I am following up with people. It's building your network, building your market, adding new friends on Facebook daily. And some of you may not be comfortable with that, and that's okay. Make a Facebook like page. Start there. But you have to invite daily. The second one is you need to be proof of the product. How are people going to trust you if you're not using the workouts, if you're not drinking Shakeology? You cannot promote these products if you're not using them. If you don't know which one to start with, I have told ever since I came out with it, start with the 21-day fix. It is 3 weeks and you can get amazing results. And it's a program that everybody can start off with, no matter what shape they're in. And you know why? It's because it teaches you how to eat. And that's the biggest struggle with people. So you have to be proof of the product every single day. That doesn't mean you have to work out 7 days a week. You just have to be proof of the product. You have to share your workouts. That doesn't mean posting a sweaty selfie every single day, but you can be like, I just killed it and T25 and I'm like super excited. I don't know. You can use whatever you want to use, but you have to be proof of the product. And the third thing, and it's hard for me to admit, I don't do this, but it's changing. Like, I need to start doing it because that's where I'm not growing, but personal development. This means you're working on you. You are constantly growing. And this is something you have to do that because you need to grow in order for your team and your business to grow. A book that I highly recommend starting off with is The Compound Effect. I have it sitting on a shelf and I'm going to start reading it. So maybe some of us can like join together and like do a little group, but we'll get into that later. Info. So if you have questions, and I mean this in the nicest way, but I don't want you guys to necessarily use me or your upline as a crutch. I found out about the business by reading FAQs, by always being in the online office, by YouTubing it. And I know not everybody's as driven as me, and that's okay. So you can come to me, but I want you to try these 5 things first. So the first one is go to your Coach Online office every single day. When you're a new coach, there's not going to be much action going on. You're not going to see new customers in it, but I want you to get familiar with that online office. I check mine like 4 or 5 times a day. I stalk that thing. There's always breaking news, so you want to check that out. There's tons of training back there too, so definitely check it out. And the FAQ, if you ever have a question, just go to the FAQ. It's in the bottom of your online office, and it just says FAQ on the bottom. Tons of questions. Ask in the team group. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of sick of seeing myself talk all the time. So feel free to post in there. It is our team page. Make that your atmosphere. Post questions. We're all learning together. I don't even know everything, so it's great to like hear feedback from other people. If I'm at work, I love it because people will go to Brittany Russo or Lindsay Baki or Stephanie Parks and be like, hey, I have a question. Can you answer this to me? Ashley's free or not free right now. And I love that because there's so many leaders within the group. So ask on the team page. This awesome thing that I just created, I collaborated with Brittany a lot about it, but we now have a team training page, tinyurl.com/TFTGF training, Team Fire to Get Fit training. There's so much training on there, and I'm going to keep adding to it. If you guys want new stuff on there, you tell me. It is like the mecca basically to go to for questions on Shakeology, how to learn with social media, how to stay organized, like building yourself. Go check it out if you haven't. It's awesome. Ask Coach Relations. Coach Relations will be your best friend. You can either call them, let me look. You can either call them or you can chat with them on like via online. They're open 24/7. They will hopefully answer every single question that you could possibly have. Coach Relations number is 1-800-240-0913. Save that in your phone. Like I have them in my phone. I call them at least once a week. They're your go-to. Last but not least, Google it. Google has everything. There's always an answer. If you can't find it in the first four, go to Google. And then last but not least, come to me. Come to any of the people on the team. We are all here. That's just, come to any of us. Hold on. Someone just asked how to chat, which is a great feature. Hey guys, if you have questions during the thing, there's like a little pull down screen. And if you press more, it says chat. So if you come up with questions in like the meantime, I just pulled it up on my screen. So if you pull it down, go to more and hit chat, it'll pull up the chat so you can ask questions. So if you want to ask at the end of the recording, I hope that helped. Okay, staying connected. First thing, listen to the national wake-up calls every single Monday. They're at a weird time, so a lot of us can't listen to them live. You can get them on the podcast on your iPod, which is awesome. I listen to them a lot of times when we're like traveling back and forth. They ask the top coaches to come in and share their secrets, and you can just learn so much, which I love. Tune into the team meetings. Like I said, I'm super excited for this one. This is the most we have. They're going to be every Sunday at 9 o'clock, at least until I'm done at Erie and I can do them consistently on another night. But Sundays seem to work best for a lot of us. So tune in. If you can't make it, watch the recording. This is going to be a weekly thing. I made it permanent at Summit that it was going to happen, and I'm going to do it every single Sunday. If I can't make it, I'm going to ask someone else on the team to step up. Check your Coach Online office for news every single day. There's always new news in there, whether a new product's being released, whether something's going down in price, whether there's an issue. Always check there. Reach out to your sponsor coach. Reach out to your Diamond Upline coach. And join in the team group. Make that group so interactive. I love seeing you guys talk back and forth because it means that you're growing, that we're just becoming, I don't know the words I'm looking for. We are a very close-knit group. Some of the coaches on the team are some of my closest friends, and I've never even met them in person. Add them as friends. You'd be amazed at some of the knowledge that everybody has, and we all bring something different to the table. So just make that atmosphere, that team page, like that positive atmosphere that you always want to go to. Get past those fears. This slide, I want you guys to pay close attention to. And something I want to add to the previous slide, it doesn't matter when you signed up as a coach. Some people are like, well, I didn't sign up 7 years ago, so I'll never be a top coach. No, we could possibly have a top coach in this group right now. It doesn't matter when you signed up. What matters is the passion, the drive, and how much you want to learn. That's what matters. And that is what will get you to reach your goals. So I don't want to hear those excuses. Well, I didn't sign up 7 years ago, so I can never make it. Yeah, you can, because there's top coaches that have only been coaches for like a year or two, and they're killing it. So if they can do it, so can you. All right. This slide I'm really excited about, and I really hope you guys pay close attention to this one. Get past those fears. Being a coach, you have to put yourself out there. You have to. Are people going to reject you? Yes. Are people going to hate on you? Yes. Are people going to say mean things? Yes. I get told on a daily basis on Instagram that I'm fat, that I'm ugly, that I'm still ugly, that I'm never going to be skinny. And you know what? It just fuels my fire even more. Like, I don't even care. You're going to have those people. You're going to learn you have to have a thick exterior, because no matter what, there's going to be people out there. There's a coach on our team, and she reached out to me last week, and she's like, people are messaging me saying, how dare I promote being skinny? What am I like showing as an example? I said, you're not promoting being skinny. You're promoting being healthy. There is a difference between being skinny and being healthy. Two different things. So no matter what, people are going to hate. But you know what? That's okay. You have to put yourself out there. So when is the right time to announce your coach? Right now. Why? And I put this in quotes because I took it from Katie's webinar. If you wait till you know everything, you miss out on a vulnerable experience and you're doing your friends and family a disservice. How upset would you be? Again, here's another analogy that Katie used in her webinar. When people ask you for your favorite restaurant, you're going to tell them your favorite restaurant. Are you going to hide it from them? No. So if you love Beachbody, which all of us do, or we wouldn't be coaches, why wouldn't you want to share your experience? Why wouldn't you want to share what you love with them? Why not? What are you afraid of? You have to announce you're a coach. No one's going to come to you if you haven't announced you're a coach. And you may have people 6 months down the line be like, why didn't you tell me about this? Like, I would have joined you when you first became a coach. You have to share. What's the worst that's going to happen? They say no. They say no, not right now. That's fine. I've been doing this for a year and a half, and I have people that are just coming to me like, you know what? I want to coach. Awesome. Let's do it. So you can say what you know. The thing is, you don't have to know everything about this business to announce you're a coach. You tell them what you know now. Okay, so I know that I've lost 50 pounds thanks to Shakeology, TurboFire, Les Mills Pumps, and all the other 10 programs that I've done. What I know is I love the passion and the energy with my team. I love the passion and energy behind Beachbody. What I know is I earned a free trip to Cancun thanks to Beachbody. What I know is that I love the accountability and the support from so many. You don't just get it from our team, you get it from so many other coaches. I can't even describe the people that I met at Summit and I can't talk, the relationships that I made. They hold you accountable. One of my closest friends isn't even on my team. We met for the first time and we text each other daily. She holds me accountable to make sure I'm doing what I need to do. What I know is I want a better version of myself. What I know is that I was worth more than I was letting myself be. So I became a coach. What I know is I created a future for my family and I. What I know is I wanted to be an example for my family. What I know is I'm not living paycheck to paycheck anymore. You tell them what you know. You don't have to know the answer to every single question. You just want to share the knowledge that you know. A great example from the webinar I watched. You're not going to say, oh, I love going to this restaurant because they have these 50 things on the menu. No, you tell them that you love this restaurant because you love the atmosphere. You love the wait staff on there. You love their food. You share what you know. Don't wait out till you know everything or reach that ideal weight. Why? Because you are going to miss out on so much. If I would have joined 6 months prior when I first got asked, who knows what would happen? But I was so dead set on saying, nope, I need to reach that ideal weight. Nope, I have to make my goals. I made my goals once I became a coach because that's what held me accountable. So if any of you take anything from this call, if you have not announced you are a coach yet, please go out and do so. If it's been a while, say it again. People may not pay attention and they may have missed it the first time, but put yourself out there. What do I want you to focus on? So as a new coach, you can't focus on everything. We all have different things we need to focus on. But as a new coach, you have to focus first off on yourself. You have to focus on your own fitness. That means working out and drinking Shakeology daily. Because people aren't going to trust you if you're not showing them that the products worked. And I'm not saying you have to have amazing results. You don't have to have any results, but just saying, you know what, I'm super sore today, that's showing results. Saying that I am able to bend further than I was able to before because of PiYo, that's showing results. People joining you. All you need to become Emerald, and for some of you may not know Emerald is, and I'm not going to dig into this team call. We can do that on our own after the presentation. You just need 2 people to join you. One can be your spouse. My husband drinks Shakeology, so he's a coach because I wanted it for the discount, and many people like that are on that team. And one other person. That's all you need. 2 people to join you, and you're an Emerald. You're a leader. You're a team. I need you to focus on the team calls. They are non-negotiable. If your favorite TV show isn't at 9 o'clock, DVR it. Hulu it, Netflix it, I don't care what you do. The team calls have to be non-negotiable. And I know sometimes you guys can't make it and you have to listen to the recordings. That's fine. But I also know sometimes you're not doing anything during this time block, so there's no point, there's no reason why you can't be at this call. At the end of the calls, I quit the recording and we open up to team chats, and you guys could be missing out on valuable info at that time. Personal development. Again, this is a focus, a must focus. 15 minutes a day. there are some great personal developments out there. I said The Compound Effect, anything by John Maxwell. I've heard great things about the new book Girl Boss. I haven't read it yet. Eat That Frog. I'm trying to think. GoPro. There's so many personal development books out there. A great one is Push by Chalene Johnson. She has a book or she has like a website, but you have to focus on personal development because as you grow as a person, you're going to grow as a leader. And what are some things you need to focus on daily? You need to focus on your challenge groups daily, the team group daily, and coach training daily. These are things you have to focus on a daily basis. Okay, so about posting. Don't follow the leader. Okay, so this top post was when TurboFire and Body Beast were on sale. This is a picture that I posted. Yeah, I didn't get any hits from it. You know why? Because A, the price is on there. B, it's salesy. Don't be that person. So what's wrong with this person besides that I have the picture on there? And that my link's not on this one. But don't post your link. Don't be salesy. Don't post the price. And please don't put in your status, hey, if you want to buy a challenge pack, message me. What's a challenge pack? No one knows what a challenge pack is unless you're a coach. What do you want to do? You want to post, if you're going to post a picture, you want to post a picture like this. You want to share your results. You want to tell a story with your picture. You want to be genuine. Create momentum, create trust. Because when you post a status like this, maybe TurboFire isn't the program for someone, but him saying, here's a link to go buy TurboFire. They may not be able to do that. You need to build relationships, so you have to be genuine with what you post. Don't post the links. Don't post the prices because the price scares people. It's easier to talk to them one-on-one about it and then instead of putting it up like there. So what should you post and what should you share? Share your story. We all have a story. What's my story? I suffered with depression. I was suicidal. I was an avid cutter and I was overweight. We are not going to all have the same story. You have to share your story. It's a part of putting yourself out there and pushing that fear aside. Remember the rule. So I post a lot on Facebook and a lot on Instagram, but 20% of it is related to fitness. The rest is about my life. Motivation. It doesn't all have to be fitness related. We all have different things about our life, and our life is not fitness 24/7. You have to be willing to change and to adapt. That was a big thing for me. I'm the type of person that when I want to do something, I want to do it and I don't want to change it. And that's something I learned. You have to be willing to change and adapt because things are always changing. The way we do social media is changing. Make it eye-catching. Make them want to quit scrolling through that feed to look at that picture, to make that post. Would you follow your last few posts that you made, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook? Go back and read them and be like, this something I would want? And ask questions to your audience. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be fitness related. And after we get off this call, I want you to kind of go clean house. What does that mean? If your profile picture is of you drinking, get it down. If it's of you partying, get it down. You want people to be attracted to you. This is essentially, it's a business. And you want to be, is that a picture that you'd want like an employer going to look at? So go clean house. If you've got some of those pictures on this previous slide that have the price in your link, go delete them. Clean house. When I left Summit, I deleted a lot of my posts because I didn't want them to be on there. Just be genuine. Be authentic. Be yourself. That's all people want to see. Yeah, there's a lot of Beachbody coaches out there, but there's something about you that makes you different than any other Beachbody coach. Find your niche. Be genuine. Be authentic. So what do you say when someone says, okay, what do you do for Beachbody? And I love that I have a picture of a cake and we're talking about fitness and nutrition. But you want to share the layers. You don't want to throw everything at them at once. When you make a cake, do you throw all the ingredients in at once? Well, you can, but it may not turn out to be the prettiest cake in the world. You have to share the layers. So you want to share about fitness. You want to share about nutrition, and you want to share support. You don't need to throw everything else at them. And sometimes we'll do that the first couple times. The first time I was a coach, the first time I signed up a coach, I was so excited. I probably really overwhelmed her, and I did because she switched coaches within the first 3 days. I was like, oh. But I learned from my mistake. I promise you're going to make mistakes, but you're going to learn from them. If you have a new coach that wants to sign up, message one of us that have signed up coaches before, and we will walk you through it. I have done a 3-way conversation to walk a new coach through. I don't care what I have to do to help you guys, but I'm always available. So don't throw all that jargon at them. Build the cake, build the layers. Just share what you need to share. Share what you know. You don't need to throw out Success Club and rank advancement. They don't need to know about that yet. They just need to know the heart of what Beachbody is. My favorite word, and if you guys haven't heard me say it yet, you're going to hear me say it a lot. Consistency. The biggest thing you can do for your business is to be consistent. Every single day, you need to post daily. You need to post on Instagram daily. You need to invite daily. You have to be consistent. If you're not being consistent, I promise you, you're not going to see your business build. You have to be consistent. And I love this quote. We become what we want to be by, I'm going to twist it up. We become what we want to be by consistently being what we want to become each day. That's a tongue twister. You have to be consistent. So you have to build trust. By treating this like a business and being consistent, people will know you won't leave them hanging. If you have someone that says, hey, I want to buy a program. Hey, I want to be a coach. Don't message them in 3 or 4 days. Message them as soon as you get a chance that day. You have to be consistent and you have to follow up. Build interest. People may not be ready to join you right away, but when you are consistently posting, it builds interest. They'll reach out when they're ready due to your consistency. I've got 2 coaches on the team that just signed up this week, and they have been challengers of mine for a year and a half. I've invited them to coach before. They weren't ready, but they joined now. Why? Because I was consistent. You have to be predictable. People know every month I run a new challenge group. People know every month I run a new coach training. You have to be predictable and consistent with those, because then you're always going to have interest. You're going to always have people that want to join. So if we all had our audio on, I would say, what do we need to do, and repeat all at the same time. So you can just say it out loud in your head. You have to be consistent. Consistency is what is going to build your business. This is something that I took from the webinar. It's probably my most basic slide that I made. So when someone says, hey, what do you do? We're all going to get those. Like, okay, what does a Beachbody coach do? And be like, well, so I work out every day, and I drink Shakeology, and I help people accountable, and I try to sell things. We've all said it. We've all been there. And if you're laughing at me as I'm saying this, because it's true. We like mumble over our words. Like when someone asks me in person, I'm like, well, I've been doing this for a year and a half. I'm like, well, I work for Beachbody. I just help people, and I talk as fast as I can because I'm so used to doing it online. So I want you to come up with like your little phrase. So what do? I work with people online to help them achieve their fitness goals. And I'm always looking for passionate people to join me. People are looking for an opportunity to create more freedom in their lives. Simple as that. That's, if I had my punctuation correctly, 3 simple sentences that draw people in. So you have to come up with that little phrase, whether you save it in your phone so you can copy and paste it. You have to be able to like come up and tell people what you do without sounding like a mumbled mess. And we're all going to do it a couple times, but you're going to learn. You're going to learn from your mistakes. I really love this like stepping stone that was on Katie's webinar. To me, there's 4 levels of coaches. So new coach. New coaches are those that just signed up, those that aren't actively working yet, in my opinion, those that haven't told their story or told people they're a coach, and those that are still learning. Those are new coaches. And then I call it the apprentice coach. The apprentice coach is someone that is working side by side with you. That means you're one of my coaches that I have weekly calls with. You're one of my coaches that's actively, keyword actively, posting in the team trainings. You're one of those coaches that's actively learning every single day. And some may pass apprentice coach and then go right. Oh, an apprentice coach is co-leading a challenge group with me. Some of you may not be comfortable leading a challenge group. Reach out to me. We'll do one together. So the third one is leading your own challenge group. And you better believe people skip from new coach to leading your own challenge group. I was one of those. I started a challenge group my second day. I was like, I'm going to just test out the waters. Why not? Best thing I ever did. So the next step is you're leading your own challenge group. I'm not in it with you. You're helping these people on your own. And then the fourth is you're leading a challenge group with your apprentices. So that means you're co-leading challenge groups now with your coaches that have signed up underneath you. Those are the building blocks, and you can take your time getting to whatever one you want. We're all going to grow in our own time, and that's okay. You're not going to be like everybody that some people hit Emerald in 1 month. That may not be for you, and that's okay. I have coaches on my team that take a year to hit Emerald. Do it at your own pace, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Be proud. I kid you not, I probably cried 10 times at Summit. No joke. I just cried. I was a little baby. But it was like happy tears because I was so proud of what we've become. For those new coaches on this team, in February, I ended in February with 8 coaches on Team Fire to Get Fit, 8 of them. We're ending in July, and we have close to 90 coaches on our team. I don't know about you, but it gives me goosebumps, and it makes me want to cry because it's not me building the team. It's all of you guys building the team. It's you guys being proud of being a coach. We are a goal and solution oriented team. Some of us love the solutions and some of us love the goals. I don't know you, but I thrive for goals. I have a goal board. It's literally right above my desk. And the goals for this month, for me personally, were to hit Success Club 10, to add 10 new coaches, and to have 20 new coaches on the team. I signed up 10 new coaches. I got Success Club 10, and we added 20 new coaches to this team. So I'm goal oriented. I set my goals and I like to crush them. Focus and your business will expand. Focus on those goals. Focus on what you want. Write down those goals. I also have another board behind me, and it has my goals for 2013, and there's nothing better than seeing them get checked off. Make a vision board. I posted mine in the group in a while back. I'll post it again. I think Brittany made one. Maybe if she's feeling brave, she'll post hers. And be a leader. If you have a coach underneath you, you are a leader, in my opinion. Just be proud of being a coach. You signed up for a reason. Be proud of that reason. Just be proud of this amazing team that we have. We started with 3 of us back January, me, Kirsty, and Lindsay Bakke, and now we're a team of 90 plus. And I guarantee you by the end of the year, we're going to have 200 coaches on our team. Summit next year, we're going to have 300 coaches on our team. We're not stopping. We're just beginning. I leave you with this quote. Success is going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. Will you fail in this business? Absolutely. I have failed so many times. But what's the difference between failure and giving up? Failure means you're just going to get back up and you're going to learn from those failures. Giving up means you're just going to quit. Don't quit. You signed up for a reason. And whenever you feel like quitting, reach out to one of us. But remember why you signed up. And that's a big part of being a coach, is knowing your why. Why did you sign up? Did you sign up because you wanted the extra money? Did you sign up because you genuinely love helping people? Did you sign up because you want to leave your job? My why when I first signed up was because I wanted to make some extra money. And then my why changed to I want to quit my job in February or fall of 2015. And then my why changed after Summit that I want to quit my job now. And 2 weeks after getting back from Summit, I put in my notice and I quit my job. I retired at the age of 27. Who can say that? That is amazing. So you're going to fail. You're going to fail big time. We're all failed. In my opinion, failing means you're succeeding. So don't be afraid of those failures. So I hope you guys enjoyed this call. I'm going to stop the recording and then open it up. So bear with me for 2 seconds.